see. Gonna kind of improvise a landscape here with oil paint. I think I'm just going to use 3 colors. We'll put some blue down, yellow, and red. And I'll just have to mix my colors, whatever I need. Oh, and I want to put, I think I'll put a little sap green down for the trees. I get the trees. And I also want burnt umber. Burnt umber. Oil's kind of cool. You don't need much oil. Goes a long way. What I'm going to do is a landscape, kind of like how I used to do like a couple years ago when I first started this channel. I kind of switched to acrylic, and then I'm getting back into oil paint now, so this is really fun for me. Burnt sienna. I think I'm going to put burnt sienna down on the canvas first. Let me see. Do I got all the colors there I need? Alright. Let me get started. I'm going to use a chip brush. I'm already getting, I should put gloves on. What the thing about oil, and it gets everywhere. Because if you use a paper towel and then you set it down, and you put things on it, it gets all over the place. I'm trying to see where I put my gloves. That's what tortures me. I hear the whistle blowing, it's blowing round the track. Oh well. Alright, I'll do it without gloves for now. But anyway, I'm going to use a chip brush to lay this out. It's kind of a cool way to do it. So let's put some of this burnt sienna on the painting here. Obviously, if I'm doing this, it's going to be wet on wet, so. So this is just a very thin layer of oil paint. I could lay out the whole painting with this brush. Let's give it a try. Some Mountains back here. That way you don't have to, use a pencil. You could sketch this out with your brush. If I hear that whistle blowing, alright, that's just a simple mix some sap green and black now. And when I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. Well, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. I just got done playing a gig, that's why I'm singing right now. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Not sure if I got enough linseed on there. This is a really fun way to do a landscape with this chip brush. I gotta go run and get some, here, I got towels here. Because I want to wipe some of the paint away now to create some light underneath these. Trees and stuff. When I was just a baby. My mama told me, son, cool. Those are some big mountains. I think what I want to do is lay some water in here. Let me get some blue going here. I'll do like a bluish blue river here, coming from back here. I could do a waterfall somewhere in here. That looks pretty cool. Those mountains are huge. Some big mountains, man. I just wonder if I should keep them that big. I mean, there's nothing wrong with big mountains, but check this out. I'm going to blend this in real, soften it up a bit. It looked kind of like grass back here. When I was just a baby, my mama took on. All right. I kind of got, that's not bad because I'm going to have a bunch of trees in here. That's just the terrain right now. I might have to go get some more paper towels because I'm going to use this chip brush to put the sky in right now. Because I need a large body of this. I should have got my easel. I might have to go get my easel. I got this tabletop easel here and it's kind of wobbly. Alright, well anyway, there's some paint down there. These chip brushes are pretty good if you gotta lay down a lot of color. These are pretty good. And we got to put some white up here so I could blend it out. Pretty cool. It's already looking pretty good. You know what I'll probably do here? I'll use my original burnt umber here. We'll put a few more like hills in here, because those mountains are kind of, so we'll kind of maybe layer them a little more like that. There you go. That'll work. So let me go run and I gotta go get some paper towels from the kitchen. Give me a second. All right, I got some paper towels. Probably gonna wipe these down so I could. The light coming on from the left here. Not bad. I'm going to mix some blue and black for these mountains here. I'm probably going to use a knife up there to put the some snow up there. I'll have to redo that tree. When I hear that whistle blowing, my head and cry. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. You know what, those mountains are big, but I'm going to put some big trees in there. Let's do that. Let's do the trees next, because I can do the mountains whenever now. So I'm gonna use a knife up there. That's not an oil brush. This is acrylic. Where's my oil fan brush? I got a small one here, but oh, here it is. All right, I found the big one. Let's do some trees, man. So what I decided, I'm gonna put the smaller trees here. Right in here. Not really that small, are they? This will be cool. And we're going to paint around the trees, like I said, the mountain. We'll maybe get some tonalism going on there. We'll make this like some maple trees or something here. Very good. That's how I get trees in. We're going to have some big trees over here. Yeah, this fan brush has had it, but it still makes pretty good leaves. I just have to redo the point up there. Look at that tree. Wow. I like how the painting is kind of dark. You know what I mean? It's like it has a dark look to it. Yeah, those trees look really cool. I don't think I need, I was going to put one over here, but I don't think I need to now. I got these other trees over here. I could put a tree on the side here. I'll just put some clouds up there. We'll have some bushes down here. We got bushes here. I'll have to highlight all these bushes here. Pretty good. I just laid all that out with most of it with that chip brush. You could see I didn't have to sketch anything out. When I was just a baby, Mama told me, son. I give you a straight shot on that so far. It's looking pretty good. It's really wet because I used oil with the oil paint. Alright, let's see if I could I'm going to do the mountains now. I'll have to use a brush down here. This is just one way of many that I do my landscapes. This is really wet on wet here. But what's cool about it, you could really blend your colors. You remember the orange, the burnt umber I put underneath the whole painting first? See how it's kind of showing through in some areas? It kind of unifies the whole painting. All this orange that you see in here. I like the way the mountains are coming out. I'm gonna do the easy way to do clouds here. This is the easy way. They're gonna be like those distant clouds that you always see way in the background. This is definitely, it's kind of difficult if you've never blended before. It's not, it's not that hard to learn, but I just like doing it like this sometimes because everything, it ends up looking really, and then the trees are very, the contrast with the trees, just makes it look cool. You know what? Even though I have these trees here, I think I still need a couple big trees here. Not as big as that one, but Martin. Here, I'll put one over here. It's just going to even out the painting. That's what it's going to do. Because I think it needs another tree over here. Right, right about here. Yeah. Look at that. That looks so cool. So I'm just going to have to put another one here. Doesn't that look cool? Just a bunch of trees now. I have to hide those trees. A lot of trees. See if I can highlight this one. There we go. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son. That doesn't look too bad for a uh, quick job there. I'll put a little blue in that green for here. I just add a little blue to that light green. So I get a different type of green over here. So it doesn't look the same as that one. All right, I like that. What do you think of that tree there? Doesn't that look cool? See how cool that looks? I'll put a tree trunk down here. Give me a second. I'll put maybe some trunks in the midway too. And give you a shot here. That's what I got so far after 50 minutes. It's coming out pretty good. Yeah, I don't recommend this to anybody. This is like something I always do. It's not the easiest way to do it. Because like I said, it's really wet. Everything is pretty wet, so you might get frustrated. But I'll show you another way I do my landscapes that's pretty easy. That anybody could do. This technique here is a little difficult. Still got a lot to go here though. I'll try and put a trunk in here. What I recommend if you get in this situation, I maybe scratch first with a knife where you think you want your trunk. And you kind of get an idea. Then we'll use like a light brown. Brown with some white. When I was just a baby. There we go. That looks pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna do some stuff with the water now. When I was just a baby. Whoops. There we go. Now it's like water, huh? Hey, Mary, I just saw the chat room. So, guys, I didn't know the chat room was on, but I see you guys. How's it going? You like the trees to dark or from dark to light? I always put the trees in dark and then I lighten them up afterwards. It's kind of difficult. I mean, the way I'm doing this, it's difficult, but it's like I said, I recommend this style unless you've been doing oil for a while. Because if you do oil, you know how messy it can be. I'll try and highlight these bushes. We'll try like a bluish green, like mixing green here with a little white, and I'm not using linseed oil anymore. I'm just using regular turpentine to get it really wet, because it won't stick on there because it's really wet. I'll try and pick out some bushes down here. I'll probably use a bunch of different colors. What's yellow? We'll turn it to more of a greenish color here. And then we could use ochre. Uh, there we go. There's a bunch of bushes down there now. I didn't make them, they're all like about the same size, but anyway, that looks alright. Well, I'll lighten this up here so it'll make these look a little so I will put maybe some yellow ochre underneath here. There we go. We'll put some of that yellow ochre over here. When I was just a baby, Mama told me, son, I like the way this looks here. Uh, try and make it look like grass going back there. Thanks for watching, everyone. You guys want to see me try and do a portrait? Hey, thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, I like the way the water came out too. It just, if you watched from the beginning, I just kind of laid the water in really quick. I wasn't trying to make a cool river. It turned out that way. Like I designed everything with a chip brush at first. It's a little bit dark, so I got to put some highlights on those trees back here. So just like a greenish gray. So I can just put a little white in this dark color. It looks like it's gray, right? But that'll be the right color for way back here. Not bad. A little bright, but I'll try and put less over here. There we go. It's not bad. I like how the grass came out. Check it out. just enough to make it look like there's grass there. A lot of bones in there. Very earthy looking. Now that it's a little bit drier, I can come in here and soft mountains a little better. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it like this. It's a very soft painting. It reminds me of something, but I can't put my finger on it. But I like it. The only thing it needs, I gotta put points on all the trees, so let me try and use the knife for that. Well, sometimes you can just run a point up. Because it's still kind of wet. You gotta get your black out and redo it with the, like a liner brush. Those work. Those Those worked pretty good here. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll probably do more work on it tomorrow. I'll put more snow up there when it dries. But there you go. It's a wet. This thing's going to be wet for weeks. That's one thing I don't like about oil paint. It's like it's going to take forever for that to dry. Let me see if I got a liner brush. I got this small brush, but it's kind of thick because I want some. I usually like to put some twigs in here, you know, like. Doesn't that make it look cool with the some sticks like that in there? Do 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 do. I'll wait. I'll go buy a liner brush tomorrow. The liner brushes are they're really thin. Yeah, it's too thick. Oh, we got a bird up there. If you make the birds thin enough, they look like they're far, far away. But that'll have to work for now. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully, I got some new subscribers. I pretty much do something every day, so if you like watching me paint, I'll be painting tomorrow. I'll be painting all Christmas week. Thanks, Elizabeth. All right, yeah, see you tomorrow. Rosie, yeah, you too. Have a great Christmas. I think tomorrow I'm going to make those mountains pretty much all white. I think they'll look good with all snow on those mountains. Have a good night.